One of the easiest ways to make spreadsheets feel cleaner and more organized is using drop-down menus. They make data entry faster, reduce mistakes, and make larger systems much easier to manage. So today, I'll show you how to create a simple drop-down menu in Google Sheets. I'll call this column Source. But honestly, this can be anything: income categories, payment status, platforms, priorities, clients, expense types, whatever fits your own system best. Then select the column where you want the drop-down to appear. I usually start by selecting the column first out of habit, but you can also open data validation before selecting your range if you prefer. Then go to Data and choose Data Validation. I'd recommend checking the selected range first. Google Sheets often selects a very large range automatically. I usually change it to start from the second row, because the first row contains the column title, and then I simply adjust the length depending on how large I want the tracker to be. For example, I'll use row 50 here, but you can set it much higher or lower depending on your own system. Then, under Criteria, choose Drop-Down. Usually it's already selected automatically, but if not, just choose it manually. And now you can start creating your drop-down options. Just type whatever categories or labels you want, and use Add Another Item to continue adding more. You can make this as simple or as detailed as you want. You also have two useful validation behaviors here. Show Warning allows users to enter something outside the drop-down list, but it adds a warning indicator to the cell, while Reject Input completely blocks anything outside the allowed options. So if you want stricter systems with cleaner data, Reject Input is usually the better choice. You can also change the display style. Personally, I usually prefer the arrow style because it keeps spreadsheets cleaner and easier to scan quickly. But honestly, this part is completely personal preference. And now when you click the cells, you'll get a clean drop-down menu automatically, which makes larger spreadsheets much faster and much easier to maintain consistently. Small systems like this seem simple, but once your spreadsheets become larger, structure and consistency start mattering a lot. I use these kinds of systems constantly inside my own business workflows. So if you're a freelancer or solo business owner, I also linked my free freelancer cash flow clarity guide below. And if you want the full connected business system I personally use for forecasting, tracking, and decision-making, that's linked below too. But even improvements this small can already make spreadsheets feel dramatically better to work with.